I am Lobsang Sangay, former Prime Minister of Tibetan government exile. Now I am a senior fellow and lecturer at Harvard Law School. I am part of the visioning and advisory organizing committee. So I have some idea from the very beginning. So this is a great vision of Rahul Karat ji, blessed by Vishwanath Karat ji, and I've been their friends for many years now, to get all the MLAs and MLCs from all over India to one place. It's historic, it's unprecedented, very challenging, lots of complexities, but finally it's happening. And then, to see this gathering with all the speakers and MLAs and MLC is a very proud moment for MIT and all the faculty members and organizers. Now, best feature of Indian democracy is India has 1.4 billion people. Now it's the largest populated country in the whole world, right? And also has 60% of the population who are youth. So there is youth dividend. Having said that, it could be a dividend, it could be a divisive, or it could be a destruction. Because when you have 60% of the youth, if you don't give them employment, if you don't give them career, they will be very frustrated. And it might lead to revolts also, right? Hence, so one must tap into it. But the good thing is, in the coming decade, 10 years, in 20 years, India will be the fastest growing economy in the whole world. Now, if the wealth distribution is equitably distributed, not just in the hands of few, but in the hands of masses, in the hands of the youth, their energy, their dynamism, their ideas, their innovation can be exploded. If that happens, and India will reach its zenith, then by 2047, India could achieve where no other country has achieved. Right? So if 2047 is the target, in coming 20 years, really India's economy will be of enormous potential. But it should be distributed equally all over the place, irrespective of caste, irrespective of creed, irrespective of color, in all corners of India. Then India's talent will be exploited, will be realized. Then India will reach, a very, very high level of standard in the whole world. Hence, this side of gathering, where we learn from each other, MLAs and MLCs are local leaders. They can make a difference in their own districts, right? So we always say that, you should look at from the macro level, but ultimately implement at the micro level, right? You can have theories and ideas and projects, but it should be implemented at the grassroots level. So MLAs and MLCs are the grassroots members, activists, they are with the people. So, this is where we all gather, ideas will come and unleash that idea. And then tomorrow and the future of Bharat will be very, very bright. Well, I've been at MIT school and the family for many years. I've been to Bharat Chhatra Sansad. I've been a keynote speaker before. So I've always enjoyed. So to start with Bharat Chhatra Sansad, with the youth parliament, now come to the local parliaments of MLAs and MLCs, you can clearly see that MIT is educating and grooming leaders of the future. So MIT at one time was the only school where government and leadership was taught, and is definitely grooming leaders of the future. So I see very bright future for MIT as well. Yes, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Dalai Lama ji, Nelson Mandela ji, because I believe in ahimsa, I believe in karuna, So with ahimsa and karuna, we can go far. My life philosophy. Einstein said best, 99% hard work, 1% talent. Work hard, you will get there. I came from a very poor family, from a refugee background. I worked very hard, studied refugee school, Tibetan refugee school, went to Delhi University, then got Fulbright scholarship, went to Harvard Law School, got my master's degree, doctorate degree, senior fellow. Then I got elected as the Prime Minister of Tibetan government exile for 10 years, which I served. Now I'm back at Harvard Law School as a lecturer. So, that's my life in short. I worked very hard, okay? I had lots of obstacles along the way. But, in the schools, you all are taught plan B. I never had plan B. I always just stick to plan A. Don't have plan Bs. Plan B is a distraction. Because my plan B was 1 acre of land, a couple of cows. That's all we had. So I never had plan B. Just plan A, worked hard, keep moving forward. And then, yes, there is no end as far as success is concerned. No money, no supporters, no counselors, no mentors, you just name it. And then refugee, in India, right? So when you grew up like that, you had all these obstacles along the way. But Buddha, he got enlightened. He got nirvana. He attained nirvana. And what did he teach? First thing, what did he teach? 4 noble truths. What are the 4 noble truths? There is suffering in life. There are causes to suffering. There are ways to end suffering. If you do that, you attain nirvana. So what he taught was suffering, 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 suffering. Right? So if you embrace that suffering, if you embrace obstacles, difficulties, challenges as part of your life, don't be afraid of, don't shy away, don't run away from obstacles and challenges and difficulties. Right? Embrace them as a challenge, as an opportunity. Then rest is bonus. The rest is good. Work-life balance? Yes. Work very hard. Every Saturday, I used to hike in the mountains. And Wednesdays also sometimes I hike in the mountains, right? So you get good exercise, good hiking, embrace nature, and sleep well. 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep. Then once you wake up, you are ready to go for 12 hours, 14 hours. America supports the Tibet issue the most, okay, America. But when I was the Prime Minister, I was denied an entry to the State Department and the White House for 10 years. I used to go to Washington, D.C. 2, 3, 4 times a year. Now imagine you went to Washington, D.C. 30, 40 times. Each time you go, State Department says you cannot come, White House says you cannot come. At the end of my term, in the 10th year, on October of 2020, I entered the State Department. And November, I entered the White House. And also we passed a law called Tibetan Policy and Support Act 2020. We made a law. Now it's a law in America to support Tibet. And in that law, Tibetan government exile is recognized. My office is recognized. Right? Now my successor can enter the State Department without any problem. So that's memorable for you, right? Can you do that? 10 years, 30, 40 times you go, they say no, 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 no. Finally, I made it. So that's called hard work, determination, right? Don't be afraid of obstacles. You get rejection 30, 40 times. I said, okay, there will be yes after that. And on the 40th visit, there was a yes. My advice to the youth, I already said, don't get, afraid or scared of obstacles and challenges and discriminations. These are part of your life, right? Keep working hard. Make efforts, right? Make efforts in the process. Result will be there. If you focus on result, you get stressed, you get depressed, you get disappointed because you don't focus on your efforts. If you just focus on your result, मेरे को सक्सेस चाहिए, I want my A grade or 99% चाहिए, सोचते रहते, मेहनत नहीं करेगा, को कहाँ से आएगा? You make efforts. Don't worry about results. Results will come. Hard work, 99%.